What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. Yesterday we caught a couple of nice trades here on the live stream. We're up around 2 grand for the week. Week hasn't even started. We're 2 days into the week. This is all trading prop firms, which I'll discuss later on in today's live. Yesterday's trade setup that we mentioned is a second wave pullback to the downside. That's exactly what we got. A pullback to the downside followed by third wave, just like what we had in our previous analysis. So make sure you have your notifications turned on. Make sure you're following these trade setups. High reward, low risk on my radar, that is. Right now that we have third wave top in, where do I expect this market to go in the shorter time frame? I'm more of a scalper slash day trader, I would say. So whenever I do find opportunities here and there during the day, I go ahead and take these trade setups. Right now, we're currently backtesting this 1.61A fib level, as well as our major fib level at 25.96. So during this New York session, I'm expecting some kind of, there might be a possible fake out to the upside. However, I'd like to see a possible liquidity hunt to the downside, and then we get a further push to the upside. All right. If we don't hold above this 24.9 range, then there's a possibility that we continue further down. All right, so these two scenarios right over here, we're not 100% sure. It's all dependent on how 24.9 plays out. However, at this current level, 25.1, give or take, I'm expecting some kind of pullback later during New York session. So I'll be watching for this pullback, and I'll be placing some short positions. I'll make sure I'm live streaming. If there's any trade setups, I'll go ahead and update you guys. Let's go ahead now and take a look at gold against the USD. Gold, we analyze and we discuss how there should be a possible pivot later at 5100 or at 5050. We missed out on this buy zone, unfortunately. However, we're headed for a further ABC. We could get another A, further B, and a further C. So during our upcoming New York session in the coming hours, I'd like to see this 1.61A get triggered for a C wave. So it should look something like this. We have our A, B, and further C, which is then followed by a bigger boy A, B, and C. All right. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. I'm just watching these short-term plays as of now. All right. We have our A, B, C. We could be heading for a further leg to the upside, upwards of 5200 and 5209 for a flat corrective wave, and then a further rally. All right, so I'll be covering all this later in today's live stream. Markets can change any minute, any second. This could become invalidated if we flip 5211 as a support. That's why it's very important that you guys are watching these lives. Watch my updates if there's any. However, as far as market looks right now, I'm expecting a pullback later from 5200 or 5220s. So we'll see how that plays out. I hope you all enjoyed this video, gave you some kind of insight of what's happening with gold and NASDAQ. If you guys have any questions, do let me know. Without further ado, I'll see you all in the next video.